Hey, it's Doug Cunnington. Congratulations, you now know your niche and you are ready to find the right domain name. In the last couple units we covered a lot of material and it was all about finding your niche. We talked about brainstorming and taking all those ideas to the keyword tools to see if they could actually be the basis for a niche site. After all, if people aren't searching for a term, then your site won't get any traffic. Then you spent a heck of a lot of time researching the niche. You looked at reviewing the keyword search volumes, checking out the competition for keywords, looking at the KGR to find the low-hanging fruit for the niche. The great part about this unit is that it's pretty short, yet action-packed. This phase should only take a few hours to complete, which is a nice change from the really time-consuming process of keyword research. Here's what you'll learn in this unit: the guidelines to pick a domain name, how to select a host, and the importance of a one-click WordPress install. You'll also learn about WordPress plugins and themes. We'll also go over the required pages like the About page, a privacy page, disclaimers, and a contact page. By the end of this unit, you'll have a hosting account, a WordPress installation, a theme, and a few pages set up. So this is exciting. Let's get started. Let's talk about choosing a domain name. If possible, you want to select a domain name that contains a keyword or something related to your niche. Now, back in the day, like a few years ago, having the keyword in the domain provided a boost in rankings, but that's no longer the case. In fact, it used to be common practice to have the exact match domain name for your website. Those sites actually got a boost in their rankings. Google even released an exact match domain, an EMD update to address and get rid of this practice. The best practice now is to find a brandable domain name. That just means it sounds like a brand, something more professional. However, a domain name with a keyword or two does let the user know that your website is dedicated to a niche. And that's good since we're targeting buyers, right? It's fine to get a less targeted domain name that is brandable. Here are some quick examples of public case studies. Whenever possible, I give examples, but I try not to out anyone's niche site out of, professional courtesy. Parent at Niche Pursuits had a shaving niche site called A Penny Shaved. Pat Flynn at Smart Passive Income has a site called Food Trucker, where it's missing the E at the end. These next two examples are not case studies, but real, live niche sites in the health food niche. Simple Green Smoothies and 100 Days of Real Food. Those are huge blogs right now, but they started from pretty humble beginnings and they were basically just small niche sites. The point is that all those names are brandable and they're slightly catchy. They're sort of memorable and sort of cool. A strong brandable domain name means that the user is more likely to click on your page in the SERPs, thus boosting your click-through rate. Though it's a minor impact, it is an important one. Finding an available domain name can be challenging, so here are some tools and strategies to help. Remember our brainstorming approach. There are no bad ideas while you're brainstorming. You can sort them out later. Onto the tools that can help get the ideas flowing. Bustaname.com. This website will help you come up with combinations for domain names. It's super easy to use, but check out the tutorial on their page if you have any questions about how to use the tool. If the domain that you're looking for is not available, then try using some padding words with a keyword phrase. Try to use prefixes like my, I, or e. Try to use suffixes like guide, institute, handbook, manual, Bible, or even 101. It doesn't affect the rankings at all, but .com domains are more common and they will attract more visitors. If you have the option, get the .com version. If you're really stuck on a name and the .com is taken, then consider a .net or some other TLD. Like I said though, get the .com if you can. If you're targeting a localized audience, then you can seek out the relevant domain type. For example, if you're in the UK, then you might consider getting the .co.uk domain, or if you're in Germany, you might choose a .de domain. Just like your last brainstorming session for niches, you will need to pare down the list. First off, cross off the domains that you just don't like. Then pick your top 3 to 5 choices, sleep on it if you need to. Before you actually buy the domain name, you need to make sure that it wasn't a domain that was owned in the past. You want a clean slate here. So go to whois.net and enter in the domain name. You should be able to see the creation date of the domain if it has any history at all. If no results are returned, that's a good sign. Don't buy the domain yet though. If you're going to buy hosting, which we're going to cover in the very next lesson, then the domain registration costs will be included in your hosting fee. So that should save you about $10 to $15. That covers it for the domain name. If you need any advice, you can send an email to support@fivefigurenichesite.com. So we'll see you in the next